Now look at these three commits. Render restaurants on the map, fix a typo, and change the color of restaurant icons. All these changes are logically part of the same unit of work. So ideally, we should have encapsulated all these changes inside a single snapshot. But sometimes that's not possible because we work incrementally, and as we learn more about a problem, our solution changes. So we end up with several commits that are logically part of the same unit of work. So let's see how we can combine these commits together. So here's the first commit we want to work on. We're going to start with the parent of this commit, which is this commit over here. So copy this, git rebase-i. All right. So here's our first commit, render restaurants on the map. For the second command, I'm going to replace the pick command with squash. With this, Git will combine this commit with the previous commit. Now for the third commit, once again, we're going to use the squash command to combine this commit with the previous commit, which is the combination of these two commits. Now, if the commits that we want to squash are not directly next to each other, we can reorder them first and then squash them. So let's save the changes. Close. Now Git is suggesting this commit message, which is the combination of the messages for all these three commits. So we have render restaurants on the map, fix a typo, and change the color. I'm going to discard these commit messages and keep the original message. Save, close, and we're done with the rebase operation. Let's look at our history. Our history is much cleaner now. We have a reference to Google Map SDK. After that, we render restaurants on the map. Then we update terms of service and so on. Now we have another command similar to squash called fixup. Let me show you how it works. So first I want to restore our history to the state before we started the squash operation. So we bring up our reflog. Look what we have here. The last entry represents the completion of the rebase operation. Before that, we had rebase pick again, followed by a couple of squashes, and this is where we started our rebase operation. Now we want to go to the previous state in history. So after we finish the previous rebase operation, so I'm going to copy this commit ID. Now, let's reset the head. Good. So to verify, let's look at our history one more time. We can see our original commits, like fix a typo and change the color of restaurants. Now let's start the rebase operation one more time. So I'm going to grab this commit ID and start an interactive rebase. So just like before, we're going to pick the first commit, but for the second commit, instead of squash, I'm going to use fixup. When we use fixup, Git doesn't take the message of this commit. So let's use fixup for the third commit as well. Save. Now when I close this, Git will take the message from the first commit and apply it to the commit that combines all these three commits. So we don't have a chance to craft a new message. Take a look. Close. We successfully completed rebasing. Next, I'm going to show you how to split a commit.